May morning, when I got that email, this beautiful woman started writing me, and I was taken back. Every single day, she would write me sweet nothings. I couldn't do or say anything wrong. And it turned out to not be true. But until then, she continued to write me sexy things. She even at one point was trying to walk towards my penis, which is all going to be laid out here in the 3 shades of Jemmy. This is more of a public service announcement, if anything. Things that you read in your emails from random strangers are not always true, and I just want to make you aware of that. Never, ever, ever send money via Western Union to some random person in Russia, Poland, or Turkmenistan. It will be for the worse. With that said, I had a lot of fun playing with this sweet girl from Turkmenistan, and there you go. 3 shades of Jemmy. Hope you enjoy.
Sawadee, my name is Jemmy, and I'm from Turkmenia. I love people, children and life. I consider myself to be kind, faithful and sincere person, who could love with whole heart and soul. I am dedicated and fun to be with. I am fond of yoga, photo and psychology. I like to spend time actively, but the same time I will be happy to stay at home with you. Also, family is the main in my list of happiness, so I am here looking for true feelings. If you are honest and open-hearted, if you are optimist and have sense of humor, if you are confident and affectionate, if you are looking for true feelings and would like to find special one to share life with and build strong family, then I'm here. Your dream. Goodbye.
Hi Jamal. Beautiful name. Very nice to meet you. My name is Kenneth. Reply back soon. Kenneth.
Hi my new friend Kenneth. Today, my mood is much better, because I see your response to my first letter, and I hope you're interested in further relations and correspondence with me. I really hope that you liked my picture I sent you last time. I think you're a serious person, and you will take serious consideration to the correspondence with me. I do not want to waste my time on some games with feelings on the internet. I never play such kind of games. I'm serious, lonely girl, and I want to have only a serious relationship in future. So I live in a country, Turkmenistan. This country has borders with such countries as Azerbaijan, Russia, but Turkmenistan is an independent country. I got your email in the dating agency. I want you to know that the age difference does not matter for me. My age is 28 years. My birthday is March 12th, 1986. All my friends tell me that I have a look younger than my real age. I think it's very good thing when girl looks younger than actual age. Do you agree with me? I work in a hospital as medical sister. I will write you in my next letter more information about me. Unfortunately, writing letters by email, this is the only way for me to communicate with you for a while. And also I want to ask you that you added me to your address book. To my letters always reach you. I think it's not too much trouble for you. I will write you about my life more, and I am sure it will be much clearer for you. I promise to write you long letters. I hope you will find some free time to write me letters as answer. Now I'll check my email more often, and when I see your answer, then I'll write you back. Also, I'm sending you with this letter my newest picture. I do this so you could see that I'm real. Jemmy. P.S. I write to you with my own email.
Greetings Jem, you don't mind me calling you Jem, do you? I loved your picture, it's definitely what got my attention. I can't imagine someone looking that good be lonely. Asterisk wink, smile asterisk ah yes, Turkmenistan. I know of it well, my grandparents immigrated from there, a small town named Fufu in the northern part of the country. Have you ever heard of this town? It's very small. They lived in a hut. I am in the same boat as you, just looking for a faithful and lasting relationship. When I got your email I just knew you were going to be the one. Now more about me. As you know, my name is Kenneth. I have no brothers or sisters and live with my parents in Dickinson, ND here in the USA. I live in the basement. They prefer to keep me down there. For a job I assemble angel pens in my basement for Angel Pens International, a very well-known company, for $400 a week, minus taxes. I work 7 days a week, so always busy. But I'll definitely save time for you, Jem. I have attached a photo so you know what I look like. I have since gotten a haircut and now have a full Duck Dynasty beard. All the cool kids and rednecks are doing it these days. Mother says it just causes food to get stuck in the hair and then she has to comb it out for me. Enough about me. My hot glue gun is almost heated and ready to start my shift. Talk to you soon. Kenneth.
Hi, my friend Kenneth, thanks for your answer. I am pleased that our relationship continues, and now I will try to write you more information about me. I told you in my last letter, my age 28 years old and I live in the country, Turkmenistan, and it is a Muslim country. This is my home, and I love my country. You can learn more about it in the internet. I think there is enough information. People living here are very kind and understanding. They are always ready to communicate. In my country, a very mild climate, and usually within a year the temperature is always plus value. It is rarely cold, only in those parts of the country where there are mountains. Also my country bordering the Caspian Sea. But the only thing that really worries me is the religion of my country. Most people practice Islam, and strictly comply with all the basics of this. I also confess this religion. I was not able to choose it, and I had to follow these principles from childhood. I live in a small town Balkanabad. It is located not far from the coast of the Caspian Sea, and not very far from the capital of our country city Asgabat, about 425 kilometers. Now I live alone. I rent an apartment. I left my parents' house a few years ago, and now I have an independent life, and not depend on my parents. I left their house, because I do not agree with the position of my father about me. In our religion, women have few rights and freedoms, men top everywhere, and so my father tried several times to look for a husband for me, such traditions in our religion, but I did not agree with that. I had a big row with my dad, and then I ran away from his home. My parents do not know where I live now. I know that my father wants to find me and return home, but I'm doing all that he could not do it. I'll tell you more about this in my next letter. So I've never been married and I do not have children, because in order to find a husband myself, I must receive the consent of my father, and it will not happen. So I'm lonely, and I'm sure that at my age, it's time to have a family and a serious relationship. So I took the decision to look for a man in another country. For me this is the only way to be happy. For this, I turned to the International Marriage Agency, which is in the city of Ashgabat. There they gave me your email address. I pay them a little money for it. I hope now you know how I found your email. I think it's not important the way I got your address. More importantly, we are now able to communicate and get to know each other. In the same time I never left Turkmenistan. I have never been in other countries, and everything that I know about other countries, all the information I get from magazines, books or the internet. I want to tell you that it was very difficult for me to start an independent life, but I was able to do it. Now I have a good life, I have a permanent job, close friends and a quiet life, but I do not have the most important thing. I do not have a loved one with whom I will build a future. Perhaps we can develop our relationship into something very serious. Who knows? Even if we just stay friends, this is also a good result. But deep inside, I hope that we will have a more serious relationship than friendship, because that's my goal, and when will be the right time, then we can discuss personal meeting. In our present world is not an easy financial situation. Many people are starting to get a lot of problems in their lives. It is very sad when people's lives have a negative cash impact. Now I have enough money to buy food, rent apartment, and some money left for entertainment. I spend it to go to the theater, or in a cafe with a friend. This is my main way to spend free time. Also, my job allows me to have constant communication with people. It is always very exciting and brings a lot of positive emotions. I have several hobbies. I love listening to music. National Turkmenistan. Sometimes I listen to foreign artists such as Madonna, Enrique Iglesias. I love listening to romantic music. I also like to read books, romance novels, such as Twilight, and historical novels. I think people must know their history, the history of their country and other countries. When people remember history, it helps them not to make some mistakes in future. I believe that when a person reads a lot of books, it helps them to communicate better with other people. I love to make sports, go to the gym, or doing jogging. I love going for walks in the park to enjoy the beauty of nature. I also very much love animals, especially horses. Unfortunately, I do not have a pet. Do you have a pet? Do you love animals? I ask you, because there is an opinion that if a man loves animals, then it means that he is kind, calm, and able to present sincere feelings. I understand that for the best of our communication needs are also other ways. Unfortunately, I do not have a cell phone so you can call. I live in a small town, and I do not need to have a cell phone. But I promise you that when we get to know each other much better, I can buy a phone card and call you, so you can hear my voice. I can speak some English. I write you letters from Internet Cafe, and now it is the only way for me to keep our communication. I do not have an account in social networking sites such as Facebook, since this requires a lot of free time, but I do not have it. I cannot always be in the Internet Cafe. Internet Cafe manager also said that their overall speed internet is not very high, and thus there are a large number of computers. Therefore, it is not enough to have a conversation with Skype. I hope you can understand all of this correctly, and we can continue to communicate via email. Now I will finish my letter. I hope I did not bore you with this long letter, and you can write me back. I would also like to receive your pictures, and I hope that you also write me a nice, long letter. I want you to tell me about your life, your hobbies and your work more. I wonder is all that you are willing to tell me. I look forward to your reply, Jemmy.
Hi Jamal. I got a Snuggie for you today at the Family Dollar. Send me your address. I will FedEx it to you. So you left your family against your father's wishes. Very daring of you, Jemmy. If I did that in my family, my father would kick me in the nuts and tell me to go to bed. Family is very important to me, so it would be in my wishes that you reach out to your family and reconnect with them here in the future. I personally will be finding your father and asking him for your hand in marriage. In my religion one would go to hell for that, so it's very important to me in securing my afterlife. I'm sure you would understand. You bought my email address? Wow, that makes me feel kind of like a paid whore, Jemmy. In a good way. I'm glad the service is working. I typically get lots of women from Eurasia and they always judge me and my looks. My grandparents told me the Turkmen people do not judge like them. The one girl reached for my crotch and didn't feel nothing, and then she told me that I was a transsexual. I couldn't believe it. I live very comfortably on my $400 a week angel pin job. Here in the USA we depend on credit cards and bank loans to live our life. When it gets too much, we simply go to the courts and file a process called bankruptcy. They forgive you of your debts and we start over. Maybe it would be good for you, Jemmy, to get some nice things. We here in the USA do not fear debt and not having money. Love, Madonna and Enrique. You can run, you can die, but you can't escape my love, Jemmy. Mother doesn't let me listen to music as it makes me wet the bed at night. I told her no, mother, it's from watching CSI too close to bed. Nightmares. I am very surprised you don't have more social media accounts, Jemmy. You can meet lots of American men on there. You tell your internet cafe manager that you need to find a man that will care for you against your father's wishes. You tell him that. I would love to talk to you by phone to just hear your voice and chat the night away. Call me, maybe? So my life, I'm 29, single and ready to mingle. Asterisk wink wink. Asterisk I enjoy Harry Potter movies and playing Barbies with my mom. I have a very critical job. I make angel pens for Angel Pens of America and the demand is just unreal. Like take tonight for example, the Catholics need 5,000 by tomorrow. I will work through the night and go through 8 tubes of glue. My fingers will hurt and ache, but the $400 salary is totally worth it. Sometimes mother helps me, but only to put the wings on and then she drinks a 6-pack of Coors and is in bed by midnight. I feel as if I'm talking too much about me. It's not polite for a man to talk about himself. I want to hear more about you and your life. All solo and leaving your parents in the dust. You are a badass, Jemmy. Okay, I have to go. The Catholics want an update at 10 p.m. before they rest for the night. Always pestering me. GRRR. Good night, Jemmy. Sweet dreams. Kenneth.
Hello Kenneth, thank you for your answer. I'm always happy to receive news from you. It always makes my normal day more interesting. You already know that I cannot be absolutely happy in my country. Since my religion and the principles of life in my country, it's not allowing me to do that. I have never had a serious love relationship, and all I know about it is only a theory. I've seen a lot of this in various romantic movies or read about in romance novels. Of course, this is all very beautiful, but I understand that in real life would be much different. In real life, there will be difficulties, problems, and some hard situation that need to be decided jointly. I understand that, and I'm ready for that. I also believe that it is not so important where to begin serious love relationship. It can start from meeting on the street, in a museum or even the internet. If you make an effort, any such relationship can develop into something more serious. If two people have a common interest and make steps towards each other, if their relationship is in constant development, then they can expect a very good reward for it. I truly believe that even internet dating may one day grow into a serious relationship that will bring a lot of joy. Also, now I'm trying to avoid the manifestation of the religion of Islam in my life. My clothes are plain, I do not dress in religious clothing, I did not clothe the open parts of my body dark clothing. Of course, many people are judgmental looks when they see me on the street, but it's my choice. I also do not agree with some of the main parts of Islam with regard to the relationship between a man and a woman. In Islam, a man may have several wives official, and I cannot take this. I believe that every man should have only one favorite wife. So I finally decided for myself, my husband to be out of Turkmenistan. I think now you understand better why I'm looking for a man for marriage from another country, and why do I have the loneliness at the age of 28 years old. In general, I want to tell you that religion is not important for me, and I think that one day I can change it. I really like the Christian religion, because in this religion all men are equal, and the ratio of girls is much better. I wish I could still tell you more about my hobbies. I like to cook food. They are constantly experimenting with it. Maybe one day you'll be able to try my cooking food, and you're sure to like it. I know how to cook a variety of salads, meat dishes and a lot of tasty. Today was a normal day for me, not there was something special. I told you already, which is usually after work, I have a very good mood, and today it was too. But sometimes after work I have fatigue, because most of my work day goes on feet, and also some fatigue in the neck. To get rid of this, I spent some time after work to just lie in my bed and rest. Sometimes I do yourself a neck massage to relax it. I'm also very fond of watching different movies. I have already told you that I love historical novels, and film Troya. This is one of my favorite historical movies. I also love watching movies fantasy, such as Harry Potter, Hobbit and etc. And when I have a happy mood, I love watching romantic comedies. Today, after work, I came to the internet cafe to see your answer. Then I want to go with my girlfriend to have a female conversation in the cafe. I have a best friend Minal. This she did most of my photos that I sent to you. It is really a very good photographer, and the pictures she made me very loving. I only ask that you never asked for my nude photos, because I will never send it over the internet. I just stop communicating with you after such requests. It's just reminding How was your day? Do you have something special or interesting? Now I will finish my letter. I hope you will answer me soon again, Jemmy. I forget to tell you that next time I will write you only on Monday, because here in Turkmenistan will be great holiday, Day of Victory in Second Civil War, so everybody have a rest and internet cafe wouldn't work.
Good evening, Jemmy. Oh my goodness, I have so much glue in my fingernails tonight. The Catholic job was crazy wild, and tonight I have an order for 2,500 for the Methodists. They however want glitter on the wings, so that it takes extra time. The work is never ever done. I have heard very radical things about the Islamic people and am very surprised they let you get away with wearing what you do without a slice to your throat, my dear. Best conform to the religion to stay alive. That's my 2 cents, but you do what you need to do. I'd love to see more pictures of you being more risk as the relationship gets more serious. Asterisk wink wink asterisk. We here in the USA believe in lots of skin before marriage to make sure we know what we are buying at the chapel. But I dare not ask for the nude photos as you requested. That is very rude, and I definitely would not do that, Jem. I would love for you to do yourself a neck massage on me. How about my fingers? Can you do anything for them? Very tired they are. So yeah, after reading more and more, I think you are the one I want to take home to my parents. Every day my mom nags me about finding a nice young lady to settle down with. I tell her, Mother, I'm not a man whore. Then she slams the door behind her and goes to the kitchen for a snack. Am I right? I love a one-night stand as much as the next guy, but I have to be awake in the wee hours of the morning to start making angel pens, and I don't have time to take her home. I was once in a serious relationship with the mailman's wife, but he found out and stopped delivering my Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition as punishment. It really sucked. Here I go again, just blabber about my great Christian life. Pardon me, Jemmy. Enjoy your holiday, and I look forward to your next letter on Monday when the internet cafe opens back up. Here in the USA we get internet service right in the home. It's very convenient. I still use AOL. He goes, "You've got mail," and I'm like a giddy schoolgirl waiting to see if it's from you. I don't even have to put underwear on to do this, and nobody judges. Well, Mother does. But she brought me into this world. Life is great here in the USA. The Methodists just called. They want to put glitter on the feet too. I'm gonna freak. Okay, bye for now. Kenneth. P.S. I attached a photo of my mother with her pet giraffe.
Hi again, Kenneth. Thank you for your answer. For me it is very important to see your interest in me, and your constant attention. It is very good in the beginning of a relationship when it is present. I try to write to you as often as possible. I'm always interested to read your response, your news. It is so interesting to talk to someone who lives in another country, have a different culture, a different way of life. It's hard to explain in words, but on the other hand, I do not feel much difference between you and me. I can easily communicate with you. If you are near me, I do not feel the boundaries in our communication, and it pleases me very much. We can absolutely free to speak on any topic. I do not much want to talk to you more about my country. The official spoken language is Turkmenistani. Also, some of the more mature people speak Russian, but young people do not know the Russian language. I am also speak Turkmenistani language, and can speak some Russian. In the Muslim religion enough good things and concepts, but it is not very close to me. When I see European films, and to see the Christian way of life, it is more close to me. In Christianity, more freedom, more tolerance and good relations. If I change one's religion, then I'll try to take religion out of my most good quality, and preserve it. I really have peace of mind now, because I have constant communication with you, and we know each other better with each new letter. But I understand that the relationship by correspondence, if it lasts a very long time, it becomes a friendship. I do not want that. So I understand that one day will be necessary personal meeting to further develop relations. And if this meeting will not be, then the relationship will not grow and remain a friendship. I would not want that. But of course, it is too early to talk about a real meeting, and I do not want to rush into it. Now I want to continue to learn you better and that you too could do it. I think we have yet many things to say to each other, and learn better. Today, I had almost a normal day at my job, and I thought about you. I think you're a man with a rich inner world, and if I can see it, then I could easily fall in love with it. I can always feel the sincerity, and I always answer the same. I really love my job because it allows me to communicate with people and get pleasure from this communication. Many of my friends tell me that I am a very pretty girl, and I could easily work in the modeling industry, and has time to become a top model, but it never interested me. I think working as a model, it is very hard work, and it is a temporary job. This work is also very nervous, and I never wanted to earn my beauty. Yesterday I was preparing food at home. I was just making one vegetable salad and chicken stew. I understand that in the world there are different types of food, Italian, European, and Chinese, but I would never try it. I'm a little afraid to experiment with unfamiliar food. Maybe one day I'll be able to try food from other countries, but I think it's better to do it in the country where it is the national food. I would not want to try Chinese food, which is prepared in Turkmenistan, because it is not real Chinese cuisine. I also love talking to people, and tell them the truth. I know, often people get offended when hearing the truth, and this is the hardest. But I'm really such a frank and never want to deceive people, because any cheating, it's become one identified. It's only a matter of time, so my conscience is always calm, and I can sleep at night. Now I will finish my letter. I hope that you also send me a reply soon. Tell me more about your work, it gives you pleasure, Jemmy.